I just got stopped by the police and they told me that my international driver's permit is no longer valid. I have to go and get myself a Vietnamese driver's license. I don't know how to do it, but we're going to go and find out. This is Vietnam. So today we are going to go on a little adventure, and that adventure is trying to get our British driver's license, or New Zealand driver's license, one of my licenses, converted over to a Vietnamese motorbike, bike and maybe bus license. I have a bus license for some reason. I owned a bus. That's why I have one. I'm going to show you how to do it. From my little research I've done online, it's 3 easy steps. Number 1 is to go and get your stuff translated at the notary office. 2 is to wait 4 days and pick it up. And 3 is to take it to the driver's license centre in District 1, where you will receive your driver's license, which makes you fully legal on the roads here, as long as you're wearing a helmet and driving up the right side of the street, or wrong side of the street. It's Vietnam. We're going to go and do the notary business today. I'll show you where the office is, how to pick it up, and the stuff you'll need. Let's go. What do we need for our little license excursion? Well, definitely we're going to have our passport, a couple of driver's licenses. I've got my New Zealand, Australian, my British one. My contracts for my lease permit to show that I am living here. I'm going to take another piece of that, which has also got the Vietnamese translation, just in case. And then finally, a bunch of passport photos. It does say you only need 3, but I'm going to take the whole bunch. I've got like 10. I get them done in batches because you seem to need them for everything here. We're going to head to the notary office, which is in District 1, see if we can get this translated. It's about 12, just after 12:30 here, so they should just be coming back from lunch around 1. I have no idea how easy or not easy this is going to be, so let's go and find out. Hello.
If you haven't got problems, I feel bad for your son. I got 99 problems and a bitch ain't one. Tip my hat to the sun in the west, feel the beat right in my chest. At the crossroads a second time, make the devil change his mind. It's a pound of flesh, but it's really a ton. 99 problems and a bitch ain't one. If you haven't got problems, I feel bad for your son.
So that was a little drive from D7 through D4. Now we're in D1, which is, as you can see, that big bridge here. We're going to address in central D1. Got my mirror, now completely street legal. We're going to go and find the notary office, which should be, I don't know, about 5 minutes this way. And then we'll see how this all works out.
Glass under my feet, I can lose my mind in the sea. Looking for the prize, but I don't want blood. I don't want drink, then I drink the flood. Well, you can come inside.
So here we are. It is super central, right in the middle of the town. This huge building. Dun, dun, dun. Opposite a big glass building. Number 45, John. Now I'm going to put all the links and all the addresses below. You go not through this gate, through a gate over here. And we're going to go and see how this works out. Hello, xin chào.
But a bitch ain't one.
So that was relatively easy. I came in, pressed a little button on one of these machines, which was number 6. Went to see a little lady, little numbers on the screen. She spoke good English. I'm just getting some copies of my driver's license made. I presume I go back to her, and then she said Monday, so we've got a few days to wait before I can actually get it done. But everyone's amazing and speaks great English, so it doesn't, you know, it's not been like hard at all. In fact, it's been almost too easy. We'll see what happens next.
3 days later.
And just like that, that was done. So now I have my translated driver's licenses, and we're going to go off to the something or other driving license issuey place, which is it's about a 10-minute drive from here. I'll show you on the map. Here we are with the driver's thing. So there's a little alleyway over there. You park just behind us here, and then this thing here is the centre. I have been here before. I know where I'm going. You come up here, go up one flight of stairs, and then on your right hand side, just here, the office. So unfortunately I ran out of battery on every single one of my cameras when I left today, when I was at the office, so I've had to come home to film the last little bit. The last bit of the process was really easy. I went up to the counter, I handed in my driver's license, a copy of my driver's license, a photocopy of my passport, and my passport, the original version, and I also had a copy of my lease agreement for my apartment, which has my name and address on. I'm not sure if they actually needed it or not. They did have a quick look and then they handed it back to me, but probably worth taking something, you know, a bit similar to the UK or New Zealand or wherever. Probably worth taking something with you to show you where you live, in case that is needed for your driver's license. The cost is 230,000 or 250,000. They do not take credit cards, so make sure you have cash with you when you go. They take your photo with a digital camera. There's a one-page form to fill out, which is, you know, name, address, why it asks you why you need the license. I think I wrote to drive, and then there was a little confusing thing, but the lady kind of pointed out what was needed and handed the money over, and we're good to go. 8 days wait to get my to get my driver's license, so, you know, a bit of a wait now, and then I have to go back to the office to pick it up with the receipt. And that's it. A friend of mine did ask me yesterday what to do if they have a car, but they don't actually have a motorcycle license. In my brain, I'm saying if you come to Vietnam and you haven't ridden a motorcycle, it's probably not the greatest place to learn. There's a lot that goes on, there's a lot of bikes and there's a lot of cars on the road. So that would be my first answer, but as people do whatever the hell they want anyway, if you do need to do it, just do the same process with your car license. And what will happen is they'll issue you with a car license, and then you can just take your practical test. You will not have to do the written test in Vietnamese, because they'll just expect that you actually know, you know, the road rules here, which you probably should kind of learn before you go out on your motorbike. But they'll issue you with your car license. You'll go back to the centre with your car license and take the practical side of your bike, which is doing a figure of 8, stops, start, that kind of stuff. Super thing, takes about 10 minutes, and then you can be issued with a limited motorbike license, so you'll be able to drive, I think, up to 135 or 175 cc, which covers you for any scooter in this country, as far as I'm aware. That's about it. Just a massive thank you to all the officials who helped me out. It's always very very humbling when people take the time out to help you out when you don't speak a language. And I'm the worst because I haven't made that much of an effort to learn it, and you find yourself stuck, and then someone always comes along and they're so happy to help you, and it's makes me realise why I do love Vietnam so much. So massive thank you to everyone who helped me with that. The process, probably about 20 people, security guards, someone's friend, the cleaner's friend who spoke English, the woman who led me by the hand, which was quite cute, to show me where the photocopy thing was. That was just a random stranger. It's been awesome. So good luck with getting your own license. Drive safe, for God's sake. It is chaotic out there, and love Vietnam. Love you all.
This should be played at high volume, preferably in a residential area.
Pass me my lip gloss real quick. Put some shine on this shit.
Okay. Chameleon, Daddy kinda cute, but the money more handsome. All over the floor, letting that bag have a tantrum. When he stop moving, them diamonds still dancing. No, this ain't Ciroc, bitch, so stop asking. More wet to wet my palate. The smell of Chanel and Italian fabrics. Running through zone 6, but I'm from the